It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. The Squadra Blast World Championship survey is inside the game. If you complete it, you get 5 season capsules as a result. It takes 10 minutes to answer 10 questions. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. You have 7 days to complete this, by the way, but let me go ahead and just pull it up real quick. Okay, so one thing I do want to quickly mention, if you have any criticisms about the World Championship, for example, I know a lot of people did not like that the winners of the Squadra Blast World Championship, like the winner of the bracket, did not get a second chance. Their advantage was that they got to get 2 bans instead of 1. If that's something you don't like to see, or you have any like, again, just like complaints or criticisms that you would like to see for future championships, make sure they answer the survey. They are doing this for a reason. They want to listen to feedback. We've seen it for Squadra Blast. We've seen it for Squadra Cup, that when they ask about these things, they'll usually change it in the next one. For example, I think also Prince Boo is here with me. Didn't they change Squadra Cup so that way it didn't have any divine draws? Like, wasn't that like one of the big changes
I believe,
that happened about it?
From my understanding, I'm not sure about the first ever Squadra Cup. I did not compete in there. However, starting like from the second ever one, which I believe was early season 4 or late season 3. I think it was season 4 because I remember, I think it was like after the second Squadra Blast ever. There was no divine draws for that one either. So it's not like this very most recent Gekishin Cup didn't have divine draws, and that was a new thing for that one. That's been a thing like where Gekishin Cup doesn't have divine draws ever since season 4. Ever since the second ever one.
I more so meant that like it was a change that they made. Even when we had like the Squadra Blasts in general, for I might be wrong, but I believe for the first Squadra Blast there was no bans. Then we said, hey, we want things like bans, and then they took that into account, and then they like had that in. So it's just like they listened to the surveys, and they listened to things and changed stuff about it. So again, if you have anything you want to see, make sure that you answer it. The first couple of questions were like age, and like ID stuff, so I skipped past it, but those were only like 2 questions. Did you enter the Squadra Blast World Championship 2026? I did. I got my ass handed to me, and like I think it was like the 3rd round. For players, did you participate in the first stage? Yup, that was for me. Did you participate in second stage? Yup. Did you participate in third stage? Yup.
Yup.
Yup. We round 3s. We first out round 3. We first out round 3.
Yeah.
Please tell us how satisfied you were with the championship. I'm gonna put super satisfied. I'm putting the highest one personally, because the thing is, to me, were there bad things about the championship? I think that there definitely were. And I think that there were some things like they could change, but like it's like 90% good and like 90% like just pure enjoyment of watching it, and then the other 10% are like minor criticisms like here and there, right? So I'm putting satisfied. I am not putting somewhat satisfied. It's highest it could be.
I think I can agree with that. Like I think we'll get into this once we get to like the part where they're going to ask about criticisms, right? But I mean, I think for the most part, I think I agree. I think I'd put satisfied as well.
Yeah. It says, please tell us the reason why you rated your satisfaction as satisfied in the previous question. We are interested in any details you can provide, no matter how trivial, good, or bad, up to 5,000 characters. This is what I mean. Like, again, they're doing these surveys for a reason. Just make sure that you guys can try to answer them when you can, because this is what the feedback is that they're going to be using for the next Squadra World Championships. I'll come back once I go ahead and fill out this entire thing, but I'll also screen share so that way you could read it too when I'm doing it. But like, let me go ahead and pause and I'll come back. Okay, so this was my answer for the question. I love the Squadra Blast World Championship. I love not only the production of the entire stream, but also the fact that it collaborated with other games as well. Having it be a shared event where even if you do not play Squadra, you can root for teams, you can get rewards in other games is a fantastic idea. Having drops for the championship so that viewers can get rewards for watching Squadra Creator Program creators is also a very cool idea. Because I understand, like, this is gonna sound like a person who it's like, oh yeah, but I love it when the viewers have to watch me. But like, the thing is, right, even if I wasn't in the creator program, I still like the idea of having it where it's like I don't just have to watch the uh the commentators, right? I don't just have to watch like the official stream in a sense. I could also watch a creator that I like and get feedback, or not feedback, but commentation from them, rather than it only being the one source. Because the opposite is that like you only get the rewards if you watch the one specific thing. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
that, like, again, I understand that I'm a person who benefits from it, but I'm also a person who,
Yeah.
again, just likes there being more of a variety for the viewers, right?
I think, like, if you want to just avoid that, like, I do like the idea of like the creative program getting involved, but honestly, I think just so it's less confusing for everybody, because like you were like, I don't know, you were having people in chat a lot like last night being like, oh, how much longer do I have for drops or whatever? Oh, I didn't know I had to watch the official one or like a specific people for drops or whatever. So what I think they should have done is just have it so like for that day, or like as soon as the champions, like the championship stream started, up until maybe like a few hours after the championships ends, during that period, anybody that's streaming these like Squadra category, that you can just get the drops from there. Like I get like that it's like not specifically the championships or whatever, and you don't have to watch the championships specifically, but I think just for ease for the entire community and people that like just kind of got cucked, because there were several people I've seen that just like, oh, like I didn't get it or whatever, right? Like people that just got cut from it because like maybe they didn't know that they had to watch the official stream, or like a creator, right? So that's just my kind of like take on it.
I will also say as well, we're gonna get into the because I made sure to not, because you're on the next question, right? And they ask about like improvements
Yes.
to be made. Yeah, okay.
The specific thing is like, please tell us what you'd like to see improved in the following Squadra Blast World Champion, like what you like to see improved following the Squadra Blast World Championship.
Right. So I'm only gonna make a light note about it because I'm gonna go into more detail later. But the thing is, right, I feel like, and we've seen this time and time and again, Gekishin Squadra has a really bad habit of not communicating a lot of things properly, and what that does is lead to confusion. We have it where even on top of like the people who go into my chat and then be like, oh, is drops enabled, can I get the drops from here? That's completely fine. But like, I had people who were coming into my chat and saying, I was watching so and so streamer and I wasn't getting any drops, so I didn't know that I was watching the wrong thing, right? I didn't know that I was doing or like not getting any progress because of the fact that I wasn't watching it like this, right? And I'm also not going to name names because at the end of the day, this is a Squadra thing and this is not like a creator call out, I guess. But there were creators who were putting like drops enabled, like things like that too. And that's kind of on Squadra for not clarifying and having it where they outright tell us these are the Squadra creators that are getting the drops and or like planning on getting the drops. And if you don't watch it on that, you can also get it on our Twitch stream. They did say that they can get it on their own Twitch stream, but I don't even think they clarified that like you could get it from ours as well.
Yeah, I don't think they clarified. I mean, like the only reason I knew is because I think you told me. It's like, oh yeah, creators are also gonna be able to, you know, get like give out drops for the championship. Otherwise, I would not have known. Like I would have just assumed everybody had to watch the mainstream.
Right. And like I said, I'll get more into it later, but I'll just leave it at that for now. Let me go ahead and go to the next question though. Tell us what you'd like to see improved following the Squadra Blast World Championship 2026. We would appreciate details on anything concerning the tournament outline. Again, format, rules, rewards, etc., or operational aspects, communication and support from organizers, etc., no matter how minor they seem. They are outright, again, telling you guys and us, of course, we want your feedback to know Did you guys like the format? Did you guys like the rules? Did you guys like the rewards? Did you guys like the communication, the support, all of that stuff? If you have anything you want to see improved, that's the reason why you guys should do this survey. But let me go ahead and finish or filling this out, and then I'll come back afterwards. All right, I am back. I wrote like a whole thing. So I put the format and the rules of the tournament can remain the same except for these aspects. I think that the overall tournament was completely fine. The bans were really good. I liked that. From my knowledge, I don't think like they didn't clarify it, but the teams can't ban the same character, could they? Like it didn't happen a single
Yes,
time.
they could.
They could?
No, I believe I mean I don't know. I just remember seeing a lot of just like both teams. I think banning Godku, Bulma, or like Bardock or something. Like I do remember one specific time it did happen, but I think there was more. I could be mistaken though.
I swear it was mostly just a thing of like only one. Like there was like barely any times where both teams banned only one character. You know what I mean? Like there was only one character banned for that first match.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that's what they were doing on the tablet that they were giving them.
Yeah.
But like I do like the bans in general, and I think that was completely fine. The having it where like the divine draws and stuff, it did at least add a little bit more variety. I'm kind of like in the middle where I'm like the divine draws are okay right now, to the point where I'm like, if it's there or if it's not, it doesn't really matter to me. And it's something that like it just depends on like what happens in the future, right? Because like if hammers were a thing, I would be like, man, maybe we shouldn't have divine draws in the tournament.
Yeah. I'm still of the opinion that in a competitive setting, I think there should just be no divine draws.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, they're clearly trying to make this game competitive. They literally did a world championship for it, right? So I think if you're trying to make a competitive setting for this game, having like, I'm going to call it like an RNG mechanic, like a divine draw, like having that where it literally impacted, like divine draws impact character picks. I don't care what people say. Divine draws do impact character picks. We saw it happen with Gohan Man, or Gohan Man in the finals, where because of healing attack, he felt like he had to play 17 instead of Ultimate Gohan, right? So divine draws do impact character picks. So I think in a competitive setting, I think divine draws should not be a factor.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle where it's like if they remove him, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And if they keep him in, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It honestly just depends on what the divine draws were at the time. I think stuff like healing attack can be a little bit wacky, but like again, it's not as bad as something like or like burst step. Burst step was like fucking abysmal in the thing, and I do think that it resulted in some people dying when they really shouldn't have, or some people being able to escape when they shouldn't have. But at the same time, it's just like it's kind of unfair, I guess, in a sense, to both teams, where it's just like you have to kind of the whole point is that these are supposed to be like the best of the best. So when it comes to adaptability, I think having it where there's like that little factor in to me kind of showcases like that they are able to adapt to that. But again, at the same time, if they take him out, I'm like, I put my hands up in the air and be like, yeah, that's fine. Like who really cares?
Who cares?
Well, that again, that's the reason why like I'm not really putting that though. That like I want them to be removed. But if someone does, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Please have it so that the winner of the bracket can have a bracket reset similar to other tournaments. I feel as if it was slightly unfair for the winner of the bracket since they only lost one set and were eliminated from the tournament. Obviously this is referring to the NA side. I do also want to clarify that I think EU winning is completely fine. I think that they deserve the win, and the fact that they were able to adapt to everything and had it where they went to losers and then continued to win and then beat the team that knocked them out. Like it makes complete fairness in a sense, I guess. I just think that they should have also, like, NA should have just gotten that extra
Extra
set
life, basically.
yeah,
Right?
because of the fact that they literally went the entire thing without losing at all. Then they go to the end and then they lose once and it's like, oh yep, sorry, you know you're
Yeah,
kind of
you're done.
donezo.
Yeah.
I did hear
Yeah.
though that it might have just been because of a time constraint. Like they literally was what, like 6-7 hour, okay, a multiple hour event. Yeah, I that is the reason why I hate the saying, because it's just like, bro, it's, I already say it enough.
Yeah.
It's a 7-ish hour event. So if it was due to a time constraint, I think they should have just made it where it's 2 days. I don't know why they didn't make it
Yep.
where it was 2 days. I think having it where it was one day and then kind of like forcing all of that, especially when the competitors were there for multiple days and they had it where they provided, you know, all of that time to adjust to the time zone and you know, kind of hang out around Japan and hang out with all of the other competitors there and things like that. Like I also think that there
Yeah.
was even like a time that they got to talk to the developers as well, because I did see like the pictures from like each team having pictures with Toshi and like the producers. So clearly that it's a multiple day event for that stuff. To not make it where the tournament is multiple days, I think was a little silly.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, for would be a better format in the future, just make it 2 days. It allows for more time in case of any technical issues. We literally saw 2 times where they had to delay the match. One time, literally, I think it was like after either the first, I think it was after the first round.
After literally the first round. I believe it was like 40, like half hour to like 40 minute of like we had to wait for the
Yeah,
next.
like they
believe,
gave us the
something like
30-minute
that.
intermission and then they took the extra 10 minutes. And then even after that, there was another time where they're like, oh, there's technical issues that are trying to be solved. And then like we were literally just like watching the live stream with like the competitors kind of like twiddling their thumbs and like doing like, you know, like what is it? They're like aura farming for like 5-10 minutes.
Yup.
Like I
Yeah,
feel like
was,
it would make it less stressful on them and be, instead of just being like, oh yeah, man, we have to do this because we're literally like 5 hours into this event. If there's any technical issues, we're just gonna have to kick these guys out and say like there was a tie. And even on top of that, they wanted you to watch and get the Twitch drops all in one day and have to watch for 5 hours. 5 hours. You got you had to basically be there from like the second or third hour and watch the entirety of it, or go into a Squadra Creator Program person and watch it up until the point that they canceled it. Like I think it was like 2.5 hours early from when they put the end date.
Yeah, it was something. I remember hearing about that yesterday.
To be
As
fair,
of
and
recording this, obviously, but
yeah, like to be fair, like I did say until the end of the Squadra Blast World Championship Finals live stream, but like it's still a thing of like, okay, they let it go on a little bit longer, but them making it go on a little bit longer clearly was not planned. And if it was like how it was planned, then it's like half the people aren't getting that. So that Goku Black skin.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
I would also like a live tracker if possible for some of the Squadra pick'ems in the future, or an update every so often for some of the missions, so that if I miss anything, I can still keep up with what I'm looking for in the championships. I'm gonna be honest, I picked my Squadra pick'ems, and the only mission I was like actively looking out for and trying to track was the max Gekishin bursts, right? I think that the Godku one was easily the other one that was like completely free, but like for most KOs in a single match, in terms of the participants in there, for the most like what was like the other Squadra pick'ems, it was like
I don't,
because there was a lot of player based ones where
I
it's like, oh, which
yes.
technical is gonna get like the most damage, or DPS is gonna get.
I remember it was like, oh, which person's gonna get like the most MVPs, I think, or
Yeah,
something like that. MVP based, right? I just don't, I can't remember specifically off the top of my head.
right. So it's like they should have at least a tracker for some of that stuff. whether it be through the actual website itself that gets maybe updated every 30-ish minutes or so, or just have it where it's through the stream itself, so that way I'm not just like, okay, I remember picking all this stuff, but I know, like, I'm not gonna have it like remembered, I
Yeah.
guess. Like I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
actively tracking with like my whiteboard and being like, okay, so Annie just got like 5 kills. So Annie 5 kills. Okay, which DPS just got the
Yeah.
most amount of kills? Godku. Okay, Godku has 10 kills in this match.
Gaku,
Okay, which player
yeah.
was that? That player was has 10 kills. Okay, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
Nautilus, this player, and then 10 kills. Like no one's gonna do that. Like let's just be
Yeah,
for
it's like,
real.
oh, Gohan man, second MVP, guys. Write that down. Write that down. Like,
Right? Yeah, yeah.
nobody's doing that. Like, write that down. Like,
They gotta hold my hand for some of this stuff. Okay, like it's just how it is.
exactly. Yep. Yep.
As for the Squadra Creator Program participants, it was not communicated well enough that Squadra creators are also being allowed drops on their stream, apart from the official stream. Below is one of the formats I've used in the past that you could follow. I'm going to go ahead and show this beforehand, but literally, there's nothing about the Squadra Creator stuff, right? They gave this, and it was like, watch the tournament live stream on Twitch. And then I think I specifically went out of my way and quoted it, but I was like, here, let me just, yeah, they even said like, watch the tournament live stream on Twitch to get the exclusive rewards. And then it was me who had to go out and clarify. Yeah, and Chili also put it here too. And I think this is the third person that I also remember as well. But they also, yeah, they also clarified that they got it too. That was about it though. Like no one else. It's 3 creators in the entire program that were like, hey, we're also getting it too.
Yeah.
So,
which is not good, you know, obviously.
Right. Like, and the thing is as well, I did not know if I was even like allowed to really talk about it, because this is like a little, I guess, behind the scenes, but we didn't even know if we got approved until we saw it with everyone else. Like,
oh boy, yeah, that's
in the past when we've gotten like signed up for things for Gekishin Squadra, right? They specifically gave out like an entire list and was like, if your name is here, you got approved, and we look forward to seeing you on blah 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 day and blah 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 blah, right? And it made it where I was like, okay, I know I'm approved. I know that I'm gonna have this, so I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about it. We again weren't really aware if we were allowed to just go ahead and say anything. So I only talked about it when they specifically said, yeah, it's coming. And then I was like, all right, you know what? Then that's fine. I'll talk about it like the day after and be like, hey guys, you know, haha, rubs the back of my head. You can also watch mine too, I guess. Or other verified creators. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, of course.
Yeah.
Like...
but the article that I was specifically talking about, this one has it where it says the community rewards are coming to Twitch, and this is like the We Hype celebration. They say watch the participating streamers and enter for a chance. This was back in October that they started doing the event. Oh, sorry, it ended in October, but I think they started actually doing it in September. But the actual stuff that you got there doesn't really matter. The point I was more so trying to make and talking to them about is that they actually went ahead and put eligible Twitch streamers for the campaign. They should have it where it's literally copy and paste of this. The campaign period, here's the rewards, and then it talks about like the Twitch drops, then put like, you can watch the official stream, or you can watch the eligible creators. Boom, here's every single eligible creator, and then below is how to actually get it through the Twitch drops, like linking your account and all that. But this needed to have been in there, and it wasn't in there. So all it does is, again, create confusion. So that way when someone eventually does go onto the Twitch stream and be like, hey, wait a minute, that guy has drops enabled. They join, and then it's like 2 or 3 hours into the event, and they're like, wait a minute, this guy doesn't have drops enabled. He's talking about the other drops. I want the Goku Black drops.
Exactly.
And it's like,
it just leads to confusion. That's just not good.
All right. So I put above was a previous campaign run in the past that allowed viewers to get rewards for eligible creators on Twitch through WeHype. The news article that was made gave a decent amount of detail on both how the drops worked and all the participating creators in the event. In the future, I believe having a news message in-game that gives a heads up that Squadra creators have Twitch drops enabled, as well as giving the list of all creators participating in the event, would be a greatly appreciated clarification. Because again, like at the end of the day, I don't even need to see my name here. And I was one of the eligible Twitch creators, by the way, and I don't think my name is here either. But
Yeah,
I don't even mind not seeing my name here, as long as the fact that like this again is clarified. Because I know, again, a couple people who were either watching the wrong stream or just didn't get the Goku Black skin because of the fact that it was just not clarified, which kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Do you know what the next question is, or if there's a next question?
I do not know. I did not go past this point, so I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna pause just in case it brings up my like creator code, or not creator code, but my
your player ID.
Yeah. How likely are you to participate in the Squadra Blast World Championship again? Very likely. I'll be there the next time. I'll be losing in the 4th round, as per usual. Guaranteed top 32. But guess what? I will be the first one out, and I cannot wait, bro.
You know what? So far, at least for me, I'm gonna flex a little bit. I've consistently made it to the top 16 in the last 3 Squadra Blasts, so I'm hoping to keep that up and hopefully eventually maybe get top 1 type shit. But
you're not that good. I got top 16 and then had the most embarrassing moment in my entire life with the first Squadra Blast. Second Squadra Blast, I got top 16 again, and it's funny because at half of that one I literally played on my phone, and then the third Squadra Blast, or was the third Squadra Blast the one that I played on my phone?
The Squadra Blast was this one.
This one. The third one was Squadra Blast for the championship?
Yes, the third one is the one.
Then yeah, second one I played on my phone, and then the third one I just played out on my computer regularly. And the first 2 I believe I got top 16. This one is the one that I did bad and got top 32.
Who was your team for this one?
It was me, Minato.
Wasn't it like Valo and Shen? Wasn't that your team?
I believe so.
Yeah. Valo was with you guys, or was it Valo?
Was it? I think it was. Was Valo? I know it was Valo and Shenron on one of them. I'm gonna be honest. This is nothing against the people that we played with, of course. I'm really bad with names, and I'm really bad with mixing up the Squadra Blast World Championships with the Squadra Cups. That's kind of like just my personal like. I'm just like a person with terrible memory. So anyways, scroll. So we're gonna go to the next mission. we're gonna go to the next thing now.
Yeah. It's
all right. I paused just in case it did leak my address, but we're good. Following questions are about the Squadra Blast 2026. YouTube live stream. Tell us whether or not you watched the official stream. I did watch the official stream. Yeah. Well, it says YouTube stream. Do they mean Twitch stream?
Watch the official. Wait. No, because there was a YouTube stream. There was a YouTube stream, but there's no there's no option for YouTube. There's not a separate one for Twitch. So I assume this is just the live stream. I guess they're just calling it YouTube live stream, but
the next one's not an address question, right?
No. You're good.
Okay. What's your address again? Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Please watch the official live stream. Yes.
And then what can be approved?
Too many inappropriate comments in the chat section, bro. I had that shit muted day 1.
Yep, same.
Insufficient commentary and or explanations. No, I think that's fine. Waiting times between matches were too long. I think this is completely fine. Yes. I because okay, If you thought the waiting time was a little bit much, that again, I'm fine with that. The way that I kind of see it is, one, it allowed people to get breaks in between and made it where like they got the needed, I guess, mental rest or warm up before the next match. And two, it meant that people who were getting the Twitch drops got that extra time as well. So if you play this, if you click on this one, I will find out where you live. Gameplay and scores were difficult to understand.
No, I would say no. I don't think that's. Oh, camera. Wait, okay, wait. Are we talking about camera work? Like, so my interpretation of that is like camera work is in like seeing the contestants and players. I assume. Are you thinking of like the game itself, like the actual gameplay? Is that what?
No,
you're
I'm thinking of the commentator's booth. Okay, I will say it is very hard to track everything, and yes. I'm not asking for everything to be like I guess captured in a sense, but the thing is they have the updated like commentators, I guess, sort of perspective where they're able to zoom out so much more than like what you're usually able to do and be able to like see more of the area, right? I feel like it wasn't used as much as it should have been. And on top of that, the thing is, there were so many times where we had to go out and say, oh my god, this person's backdooring. Oh my god, this person's hitting a max Gekishin burst and back. Oh my god, this is what's happening. When we're looking at that and there's no fight happening and then someone's backdooring, right? Yeah. So to not show that as much as it happened, again, if it was like enough times to count on my hand, I'd let it like slide. But it was almost like every single match I could point out like one or two things that they completely missed. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to say it was poor. Yeah. I just think it could have used improvements.
Yeah. And I want to say, I mean, this was the first Squadra Blast, right? This was this actually was a topic of the first Squadra Blast. It was my team playing. There was a moment where we had a big team fight in the match. And then Pokey, who was on Kid Gohan, goes to backdoor. What the cameraman, you know, the person who's controlling the camera, obviously, right, decides to do is they decide to look at the back door. But there's a huge team fight happening that ends up leading to a team wipe, which causes us to win the game. But what they're doing is they're looking at the back door instead of the actual important part that people want to see. I'm sorry, you can look over it for a second, but the entire fight, the camera was purely on the Kinhan backdoor, as opposed to the team fight that led to the team wipe that ended up winning us the game and giving us the top 4, right?
Right. I'm not saying, by the way, that it needs to happen where it's like, oh my god, every single time that there's like a backdoor, ignore the team fight, show that shit. I want to see the backdoor. Like, it's not that hype, but I think when there's a team fight happening, like how you said, and there's also a person backdooring, snapping to that for like 2 seconds and being like, oh my god, they're getting a max Gekishin burst, then snapping back and being like, okay, let's see how this team fight goes. And if the like HP shield helps out, then we know why it happened. It's because of the fact that the kid Han was backdooring and doing that max Gekishin burst. But like I said, there were a couple of times where team fights weren't happening and the like teams were like sticking together and like kind of like meeting in the middle and then like doing a small attack here and small attack there. But then there was a monster backdoor happening with like the half of the tower's damage like gone in 2 seconds, and you're like, holy shit. Like they distracted them pretty well, but it's like we're looking at this team fight where it's like, oh, there's like one attack every like 3 seconds. They're just poking basically, right? It's literally all it is. Like they're just like huddled around and like poking at each other, and I'm like, okay.
Show the back, like, at that point, show the back door. And the scenario, the scenario I was using was, you know, it was a game-winning team fight, right? But
Where did you see information about the Squadra Blast World Finals? I'm gonna say World. Yeah, no, it was World Championship.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I watched everything. Honestly, it was I watched
Yes.
everything.
I did see everything. Yes.
I watched everything. Mentioned by a friend, yeah. Prince Boo, did you mention it to me?
I did. Yeah, I mentioned it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I did at some point.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. Oh, dude, look. It's God.
Dude, it is, man.
But yeah, genuinely, I actually did watch it. Like the first teaser, the Squadra talk, the third stage stream. I watched everything. The only thing I did not watch was I didn't watch the third stage stream for anyone other than I believe it was NA and it was EU. I didn't watch the other ones low key.
I mean, yeah, granted, that's fair because I think everything else wasn't in our time zone if I remember. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember. I think Asia's usually at like fucking like 4 a.m. for us, so I'm personally sleeping through that. But
wait, they make tournament related YouTube shorts? There's no fucking way they do.
Yeah.
I'm unpausing that. Or I'm clicking that, bro.
Yeah.
Announcements from tournament participants.
Yeah.
I mean, I would dare. Announcements from creators. That's me.
I will be. That's us, dude. That's
Posts on official social media. Yeah. Official website.
Yeah.
Yep. Twitch drops. Yep. Mentioned by a friend. Yep.
yeah.
Prince Boo. Yep.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
My good friend, Prince
Okay.
Boo, on
Yep.
YouTube.
Yeah. And don't worry, the next question isn't your address, so
Okay, I got you.
I saw that, by the way. I didn't
What
see
happened?
that. Fuck you. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Where did you first find out about the Squadra Blast?
Wasn't
wait,
it was a promotional video where they were like, wait, no, did they show it here? It was during battle hour. Yeah.
It was during battle hour.
Well, I guess that would be part of the promotional video. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, because I was at battle hour and then that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
We were there. I do like I remember because a friend lost his wallet and I was like, hold on, let me watch this real quick and then we can go look for it. And I was like, holy shit,
dude. Oh my god, I have a funny story to tell you once we end the recording, but
yeah, but it was funny because like I was talking to other creators. Obviously Minato was there and you were there, but I remember Banks was there too, and then Banks was like,
yes,
you guys are gonna want to watch this. I think this is gonna be really good for Squadra. And I was like, dude, I will be there day one.
Shit.
And by day one I mean like obviously right now. Sorry.
It was,
and then
yeah.
and then it popped up and I was like, holy shit, dude, I'm not going to Japan, bro. I mean, I'm going to Japan, bro. I got my I love JP shirt already, bro. I got it already.
Yeah, call up Minato's right next to him.
Minato!
Calls up Minato, get Valo.
We
get him on the line. We're going to Japan.
Yeah, dude, like it was fun though. It was. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and click send, and then I think if it shows my address, then we kill Prince Boo. Okay. All right, did not send my address. We're good. I unpaused.
Go. Well, you don't know that. Maybe it's at your address, but they just wanted to show it.
Maybe. Any last like thoughts from you before we go ahead and stop?
No, I think we covered basically everything. Right? We covered like goods and bads. They, you know, your address almost got leaked.
Yeah.
I think that's everything actually. I can't think of anything.
That's fair. Make sure to go check out Prince Boo, by the way. He should be collaborated down in the comments. Not down in the comments. It should just like show up as a collab thing. But either way though, make sure that you guys do this not only just for the rewards, just so that way we can also see some improvements in the future. Let me know what you guys put down in the comments though, and tell me what you guys wanted to see improved for the next Squadra World Championship. Thank you guys for watching though. Hope you guys have a great week. See you guys in the next one. Peace.